Are you serious? Are you serious? Guys, we are very serious, and what's happening right now is extremely disturbing, to be honest with you. Hang on one second. I just came in. Hang on one second here. We have... all right, give me one moment here. I thought that was printing. I need it to. So 1 second. We have it's right now very fluid situation. What's taking place? Information coming out of the Pentagon. Give me just 1 second. Let me put a shout out real fast, if I could, for chuckdefense.com/Paul. That's chuckdefense.com/Paul. Hey, you know, I was online the other day, guys, and I stumbled upon a video, which I can't even believe. It was Chuck Norris. Good old Chuck Norris, yep. And, folks, this was insane because this guy's in his 80s, and what he was doing and how he was acting, and he even said he felt like he was in his 50s. It was kind of shocking, to be honest with you. He had some pretty cool tips in there, too, on what he's doing, how he's doing it, including 3 foods that he avoids like the plague. First, I was a little skeptical. He explained all the things he was doing, and then it was a super simple once he did. Then I tried some of that, folks, and listen, it's so easy. I'm feeling amazing now. Are you serious? I'm feeling amazing. So here's what I want to do. I really want to share the info with you. You guys are so loyal here, so just what to do. Click on the link below the video, okay? Click on that link. Go to chuckdefense.com/Paul. Watch the video. It's incredible. And you'll want to, well, you'll just want to make some changes. There ain't no doubt about that, all right? Make sure you do. All right. The webinar is absolutely incredible. 10 speakers. Of course, we just last-minute intro is Lieutenant Colonel Amit Grenfield on the Middle East Madness. He's the Lieutenant Colonel of the IDF, and I was able to sit down with him in studio over here at the Freedom Fellowship studio and interview him on the situations taking place right now on the ground as we speak in Israel. And so you want to know, you want to see that, you want to definitely hear our conversation and see what we're talking about. So this is incredible. So get your tickets right now, guys. Go right now to my website. Go to paulbegleyprophecy.com. That's paulbegleyprophecy.com. Or pick up the phone. Matter of fact, I'm going to open a second phone line. Pick up the phone and call 765-414-2230 or call 765-414-6299. And I'm going to post those in just a second. Let me get the information. I want to change that right now. I'm going to also tell you what's taking place. It's very, 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 very interesting. Okay, so we do have word coming out of the Pentagon that President Trump did send B-1 bombers, fully loaded, ready to go toward Venezuela. The 2 B-1 Lancers, the bombers, took off from the Air Force Base out of Texas, and they're still in, as we speak, international airspace, according to U.S. official flight tracking data. The B-1 bombers are supersonic speed, and they're carrying 75,000 pounds of bombs, which is more than any other U.S. bomber. They can also conduct maritime surveillance. The aircraft hasn't been moved to the bases in the region, as they have the range to reach anywhere in the Caribbean from the United States, according to the Pentagon. Now, last week, the United States Air Force and the Marines conducted a show of force then with the B-52 bombers and F-35B jet fighters, and they flew near an island off the coast of Venezuela where its military was holding a training exercise. The bombers circled the area before returning back to the United States. That was earlier, but this is different. These are two B-1 bombers with 75,000 pounds of bombs in each plane. We were first told there were two B-1s, but I'm getting more information that there was more than two. And the Pentagon's not telling us exactly how many. Matter of fact, the bomber flights also include 8 warships. There's also a submarine out there, and a P-8 maritime patrol aircraft, and an MQ-9 Reaper drones, and F-35 fighter squadron is already in the region. So the U.S. is beefing up in the air, on the sea, and under the sea. And also, the Pentagon is saying that Space Force is also involved, but they're not telling us what that means. So, now, also, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth says that he did confirm that they blew up 2 boats over in the Pacific. It's a total of 11 boats have been destroyed by the United States, 9 of them in the Atlantic side, 2 in the Pacific side. But now they are positioning for a land attack. They're positioning for a land attack. I'm expecting this to happen any time. I would think very possibly it could happen today. I'll say tonight. Probably a night raid if it happens. It could be tonight. It could be tomorrow or tomorrow night. Certainly within about a 48-hour period, I'm expecting. And I can't confirm that, but I'm expecting, based on the amount of assets that have been moved to the region and are in play, that there's going to be airstrikes, whether they be by drone or by B-1 bombers or even B-52 bombers or airstrikes coming from those F-35s. They could also fire Tomahawk missiles from the warships that are in the Caribbean, and they could even fire, if they need to, from the submarine. So they're fully prepared now. So I'm expecting it to happen. They're not sending them down there just to, because they're bored. This is a buildup and a preparation to deal with Venezuela's narco state operation, drug production, drug distribution, and drug lords. This is absolutely, it's happening right now. And so the information is a little fluid, and we're going to continue to keep an eye on it because it could change on a dime. Let me add the second phone line, 765-414-6299. Okay, let's save that. Let me put this back on the screen. The webinar, people are getting their tickets like crazy. Guys, today is the webinar. It starts at 6 p.m. We are 5 hours away. The webinar is releasing all of the links 5 hours away. Now, listen, if you have Gmail, your email may come to you, maybe not in your email. It may go to your priority or even in your promotional. It may on your emails. Okay, so look at your email. If you don't see it, look in your priorities. It might have went there, or for sure, look in the promotional, because sometimes the emails are directed to like promotional, even though it's not. Okay, it might be there, or it might be in your spam. I'm talking if you have a Gmail email address. Also, let me just say this. If you unsubscribed us from getting our newsletters that we send out, if you unsubscribe me, then your link won't get to you. You've blocked me. So you'll need to unblock us or pick up the phone and call and say, look, I bought the ticket, but I can't find my link. No problem. I got 2 lines. They're open starting right now, and they'll be open all evening long. Those numbers are 765-414-2230. That's 765-414-2230 or call 765-414-6299. You can see it going across the bottom of your screen is the two phone numbers. You can call and order your tickets on those phone numbers. You can call about your link with those phone numbers. Or any questions you may have, okay? Those two lines are open. Remember, this webinar is called The Darkness Descending with Brandon Biggs Special Prophecy. Also, Mike from around the world. Incredible. The best interview with him ever in 13 years. He even reveals his identity, not his name, but his identity, who he is, and that will really help you. Guys, and then there's, of course, John, the AI guy. He is incredible. He's the AI expert. He is incredible. Those three interviews, Brandon Biggs, Mike from around the world, and John, the AI expert, will blow your mind. And if that's not enough for you, we just added Lieutenant Colonel Amit Grenfield on the Middle East Madness. And he is a lieutenant colonel, currently lieutenant colonel of the IDF. And he met with me here in the United States. We sat down together, and I did the interview. It is incredible. It will help you understand. Also, Dr. Joy Pugh. She is insanely amazing. And Russ Dizdar. We went back where I interviewed Russ back in 2017 and 2018. Oh my, does he explain the spiritual, the demonic, and the strongholds and the warlocks and the satanic rituals. We talked about this 7 and 8 years ago, and now it's manifesting in a big way now. It's an incredible presentation I did with Russ Dizdar. Of course, Russ died in 2020, went on to be with the Lord. Also, I went back into the archives and pulled out two very, very powerful presentations from Dr. Lester Sumrall from 1987 and 1989 as he prophesies to you what is coming. And folks, he was dead on with his prophecies. It is incredible. And we also got Rabbi Kurt Schneider with a very encouraging word that I'm sure you're going to really enjoy. Also, Bart Begley's documentary on the history of Halloween. I'm talking hundreds of years, the history around the world, what brought Halloween and what is the real meaning of that whole thing. And my presentation, which has to do with the rise of occult practices and the violence in today's world. It's a spiritual analysis in the light of all scriptures, a ton of scriptures showing you how the rise of occult practices, what they're doing and why they're doing it, and the violence that comes with it, and why they do this, why the devil wants the world to grow darker and darker. The darkness is descending. And let me just say, my friend of the world absolutely will blow your mind. Absolutely, because he shares with you a vision he had on what he saw, the darkness that he saw coming upon America, the attack that he saw coming upon America. He shares this vision in full, including locations that will be targeted. Matter of fact, Heidi even took what he said and we put it in a map, and we've put that map over at my Patreon channel. So if you're a member of my Patreon channel already, just go. The map is right there for you. You have access to it. If you're not a member of my Patreon channel, go become one. And then you have access to everything that I have posted. All of this, and lately a lot of inside intel, plus the map. You'll have access to the map. Also, this ain't a map you've seen before. No, this is not the Navy map. No, this is not some of the other maps that Mike has revealed to us. No, this is the map of the vision he saw of the attack coming upon the United States, the darkness that comes with it. And you can get the map. If you don't want to become a member of my Patreon channel, that's fine. Just go and purchase the map. Make sure you get it so you'll understand what areas that Mike saw in a vision were certainly going to be targeted. So, and then Mike tells you also who he is. He reveals who he is. He reveals his identity of who he is. First time he does this in 13 years, but he does not give his name. He cannot do that. I know his name. I know where he lives, but I'm not going to touch it. I gave him a promise 13 years ago I would never reveal it, and I have been asked at least 500 times, and the answer is I can't do that. Not even nobody. But I will say this. He reveals his identity in this 1 hour and 14-minute interview. This is incredible. So, guys, go right now. Go right now. The phone lines are open. Call the number, 765-414-2230. That's 765-414-2230. Or call the other line. The second line is open, 765-414-6299. That's 765-414-6299. And order your webinar now so that you'll be prepared to get your link at 6 o'clock. Or just go to my website and order it right now. And then we've got time. We've got what? We got 5 hours. So if you order that right now, if you go ahead and order that, you will get your link at 6 p.m. Do it now. I want to release that at 6 p.m. to every person that ordered a ticket at 6 o'clock. We're working our fingers to the bone right now. The whole team is now to get everybody's link on the correct email addresses and to be sent to you. Okay? So let's do it now. Get your ticket. Get your ticket. The phone lines are jammed. If one line's busy, call the other one. If that one's busy, go back to the first one. Keep going back and forth. You'll finally get through. And or if you want to make it simple, just go to paulbegleyprophecy.com. Go to paulbegleyprophecy.com and order the ticket right now. And be ready for this incredible webinar. The darkness is descending. But remember, folks, the light will always shine through. Are you serious? Can I have a little less seriousness here? Maybe a little song here. Can I do that? How about this? I'll be right back. Let me check and see if if the bombs have started falling in Venezuela.
I see geese flying high above the water, a child fishing with his father in the rain. I can smell blackberry brandy and chocolate-covered candy. I see a soul
I do have an information.
crying on a train, falling asleep, reading Hemingway. And the light under the Tiffany lamp glows all night long as I dream with weary wonder, leaving Earth before the dawn. I walk the lonely streets of Paris. I was lost and so afraid, falling asleep, reading Hemingway. I feel the deepness of his weakness. I can taste the brandy sweetness at a roadside Idaho cafe. I can hear old Teddy laughing, Fitzgerald's toes a-tapping to the roaring sounds of yesterday. Falling asleep, reading Hemingway. And the light under the Tiffany lamp glows all night long as I dream with weary wonder, leaving Earth before the dawn. I walk the lonely streets of Paris. I was lost and so afraid, falling asleep, reading Hemingway. And the light under the Tiffany lamp glows all night long as I dream with weary wonder, leaving Earth before the dawn. I walk the lonely streets of Paris. I was lost and so afraid,
Falling asleep, reading Hemingway.
and a shotgun blast echoed across the page. Falling asleep, reading Hemingway.
Thank you, David R. That's good advice. You know I'm working hard, so you're right. I got to take time to rest. I will do that. Thank you. But it won't be David R. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to be resting. I can tell you that the rest of today. Let's say that, all right? But let me say this. I have more information. Again, there it is. I just posted big letters everywhere. If you are needing to call to get your ticket for this webinar, you can call and order it right now over the phone. Just call. There's the two numbers, 765-414-2230 or call 765-414-6299 for webinar tickets. Or just go to my website. Make it easy. Go to my website. Order it there. It's easy peasy. Just go to www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. That's www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. All right, now let's talk about, we have more updated information about Trump has sent B-1 bombers to the Caribbean. Along with, here's what we have. There is 10,000 U.S. Navy and Marines aboard 10 U.S. warships. I repeat, there's 10,000 soldiers, Marines, Navy. Okay, 10,000 military personnel are aboard 10 U.S. warships, including a nuclear submarine. I told you there was a sub there. It's a nuclear one. There are several destroyers, and there's a missile cruiser there. And then also there's a patrol. There's several patrol boats that are involved in the Southern Caribbean area in what is the largest U.S. military buildup in the region in decades. At least 7 boats, and that was the first report, were blew apart. The real number is 9 boats have been blown up in the Atlantic side or the Caribbean area, and 2 in the Pacific Ocean in the Pacific. But also I have other information that's told me that there's been also some small submarines. These are not submarines that go deep. These are submarines small that are barely under the surface of the water that are cruising with drugs in it. Some of those submarines have been blown up as well, but that's not being reported. But I know that from information I have. So now listen to this. We do know this, that there's been 32 people killed in the 7 boats that they're confirming. I know there's 9 boats, so the death toll, and there's 2 boats in the Pacific, so really the death toll is higher than 32 that were involved in transporting drugs toward the United States. According to reports, the U.S. administration is now threatening the Venezuelan regime. I repeat, they're threatening the Venezuela regime. The Pentagon has reportedly drew up plans for military strikes inside Venezuela. President Trump has authorized the CIA to conduct lethal covert operations there. That's big. President Trump has authorized the CIA to conduct lethal covert operations in Venezuela. All of this is aimed at getting really not only a war against the drugs and the drug cartel leaders, but really, and the drug boats transporting, but also to get rid of, to blow up the drug manufacturing plants and distribution areas within Venezuela. And really, there are reports that it's also to regime change, and they would not care at all to get rid of Maduro. Trump claims that he's leading a vast criminal organization. Maduro is the leader of the narco-terrorist organization called Cartel de las Salas, and he is responsible for trafficking fentanyl drugs, heroin, cocaine, and other narcotics, illegal drugs into the United States. Secretary of State and longtime Venezuela hawk Marco Rubio has said to justify the U.S. military posture in the region, the United States has also placed a $50 million bounty on the head of President Nicolas Maduro of Venezuela. There's several gang organizations there that are also involved, and also some very powerful cartels, certainly in Colombia, Mexico, and Ecuador, are all working in collaboration with Maduro of Venezuela. The United States DEA, the United States Drug Enforcement Administration, and National Drug Threat Assessment is all over this situation. There is some information here I'm not supposed to say or read, so I won't. I'm not giving any locations of any ships or any submarines or any planes or any boats or any CIA covert locations on the ground or anywhere else. I'm not giving any of that away. I'm just telling you that we're in operation, and it's no longer, it's not an observation. This is an operation, and it's been confirmed by the Pentagon. So we're going to wait and see now. The president told us yesterday that he is going to bomb locations in Venezuela, but it's more extensive than what President Trump said. It is much more. Now, how much of the Pentagon plan and covert operations will be used, that's up to the discretion of President Donald Trump. But certainly this, and now you have to understand something. There is Russian soldiers and Chinese soldiers on the ground in Venezuela and in Colombia and in other islands and locations. Certainly Russians are in Cuba, but all over this entire Caribbean region. Meanwhile, there is a hurricane, Melissa, that is actually going to be churning, and it may be right at this moment headed toward Jamaica, or it may hit Dominican Republic. It may hit Haiti. It might even hit Cuba, but it's right in that area. And this thing could become a Category 5. Give me 1 second here. Let's get an update on that. It's right in the area where all these Russians and Chinese and Venezuelan, it's right where all the action is. It's right where everything's happening. They're saying this could be the strongest hurricane ever. The conditions are absolutely conducive of this becoming the perfect storm. Plus, nobody knows where it's going to go. The computer spaghetti models are not sure. It's setting in that Caribbean area there and the hot waters, and there's so much moisture there. The storm is building. It's kind of coasting. It's building. It could go in any direction, and they're not sure. Yes, this could be the largest hurricane ever. You heard me right. Ever. The conditions are that it could be. That it could become the biggest hurricane ever in the Atlantic Ocean. And it's in the Caribbean right now. Now, it's not a threat at all to the coastline of the United States. It doesn't seem to be in any way would be headed toward Florida or make its way into the Gulf of America or threaten the East Coast in any way. But it could change. Anything could change with this storm but at this moment, we already know, we know 3 people are dead already in Haiti. There's been massive landslides. Now, that's because it's dumping tons of rain at this very moment. Should I announce that, Heidi? Okay, so if there's a person in the chat that Simply Clean Foods, Chance Gibson of Simply Clean Foods, says he will sponsor one person that's in the chat. Miss ZD will send the information to Heidi. So somebody in the chat room right now is, you're going to get a free ticket for the webinar. It's being sponsored and paid for by Chance Gibson of simplycleanfoods.net. That's wonderful. Thank God for Chance stepping up there. So Miss ZD, you know what to do. Okay, Miss ZD knows what to do. And Miss ZD, you're to send the information to Heidi, okay? So that we can get it to the appropriate person. That's wonderful. All right, give me a moment here now. This is going to be a quick update here. Can I play another song just real fast while I get this information on this hurricane? It's already killing people. It ain't even hit. It's not even landed anywhere, but it's already massive landslide already in Haiti. Let me get another song. Hang on, everybody.
Have you been to Jesus for the cleansing power? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you fully trusting in His grace this hour? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you washed in the blood, in the soul cleansing blood of the Lamb? Are your garments spotless? Are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you walking daily by the Savior's side? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Do you rest each moment in the crucified? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Or are you washed in the blood, in the soul-cleansing blood of the Lamb? Are your garments spotless? Are they white as snow? And be washed in the blood of the Lamb. Come on!
Are you serious?
When the bridegroom cometh, will your robes be white? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Will your soul be ready for those mansions bright and be washed in the blood of the Lamb? Or are you washed in the blood, in the soul-cleansing blood of the Lamb? Are your garments spotless? Are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Now lay aside those garments that are stained with sin and be washed in the blood of the Lamb. There's a fountain flowing for the soul unclean. Oh, be washed in the blood of the Lamb. Are you washed in the blood, in the soul cleansing blood of the Lamb? Are your garments spotless? Are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Glory! Are you serious?
We are very serious. And of course, the webinar, The Darkness Descending, is absolutely going. I just spoke to everybody on board, the whole team. The phones are ringing off the hook. People are getting their tickets. Again, go to my website. You'll see this as the main banner. Go there and order your ticket right now. Go to www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. That's www.paulbegleyprophecy.com, or pick up the phone and call. And that number is 765-414-2230. Right there, see it. Or call the second line, which is 765-414-6299 for webinar tickets and how to get your links. The links are going to be released at 6 p.m. Eastern tonight. Go right now and get your ticket. Now, here's an update on Hurricane Melissa. It will become a major hurricane. The storm is expected to bring days and days, this is the problem, of massive downpours upon the Dominican Republic, Haiti, and Jamaica. It will trigger catastrophic, life-threatening flash flooding and landslides. Now, we already have reports that it has already caused landslides in Haiti. 3 people are dead, and actually, they believe that death toll number is going to rise already. And it is still officially a tropical storm. It's right now about 70 miles an hour. You have to hit 74 to become a Category 1. It's anticipated to become a Category 3 by this evening with winds of at least 111 miles an hour. Then tomorrow, it will probably become a Category 4, and then a Category 5 is expected before it makes landfall. But it's not, it's very, the spaghetti model is, from all the computers, are everywhere in that region. They just don't know where the thing is going to end up slamming, but they know that the rain, just the rain itself, is going to bring catastrophic, life-threatening flash flooding and landslides, downpouring in the Dominican Republic, Haiti, and Jamaica. And I just pray for everybody in those areas. We love you all. And I have friends, I have online followers from Jamaica. I preached twice revivals in Jamaica in the largest church in the Caribbean. There was 6,000 people in attendance, and many were saved there. And that was back in 2013 and again in 2014. Boy, it's been a while since I've been to Jamaica, isn't it? Anyway, Melissa's core of the storm is about 215 miles southeast of Kingston, Jamaica. It's about 250 miles southwest of Port-au-Prince, Haiti. And the storm is getting larger and larger, but it's only moving 2 miles an hour, and it's shifting back and forth, so they're not sure where exactly it's going to go. Melissa's expected to move, though, north today. The Hurricanes Center is saying, and it may have a westward turn in the forecast, which would begin on Saturday. And that's not good because, as you know, Mike from the World last night said, don't worry, it's going to turn east. And as long as it turns east, it will not at all hit the United States. But if it turns west, then it becomes a problem for possibly Florida, southern Florida, or works its way into the Gulf of Mexico. And then, you know, all bets are off. You're not sure what to do. It's just an incredible. You're right. I did, when I was preaching in Jamaica, you're right. It was on live internet. It was on live TV also in Jamaica. And yeah, I got blessed and I took off running. But this church was so big, I was out of breath before I got back to the pulpit. I was 6,000 people there. I just got blessed and took off running. Yeah, it was amazing. That was amazing. Amazing time. And that was in St. Catharines, Jamaica, which is just outside of Kingston. Anyway, a hurricane watch is in effect. The warning, it will happen in southwestern peninsula of Haiti and Dominican of Republic. Really, it's really threatening. It's setting right in the middle between going to Port-au-Prince, Haiti, or to go to Kingston, Jamaica. It's setting right in that slot. And so it's expected to drop 20 inches of rain on southwestern Haiti and 22 inches of rain on Jamaica, and also 12 inches of rain on southern Dominican Republic. That's as of right now. Additional heavy rainfall will then continue on through Monday, and it just depends where Hurricane Melissa's track goes, as this is a massive storm that it will be developed into, with the spaghetti models not sure which way it's going to swing. So we're watching this closely now. And as I'm talking about that, remember, the war efforts, and that's what it looks like it is. The United States is camped right in that area with at least 10 warships and at least one nuclear submarine, countless numbers of F-35 fighter jets, and also B-1 bombers and B-52 bombers, and we're not sure what else. We know there's around 10,000 soldiers. I'm going to call them soldiers, but really what they are, there's Navy SEALs down there. There's the Marines are down there. The Navy and the CIA covert operation forces are in there as well. It's not about all the boats now, folks. They are looking at drug manufacturing and distribution centers within Venezuela, and who knows where else. I mean, this is really, I tell you, this may be all about taking Maduro completely out of power. It could be regime change involved if there's covert action going on the ground, which I have a feeling there is. So anyway, I'm going to stay out of that. Here's what I do know. You have a storm and you have a potential war situation happening simultaneously in the same area. It's an incredible. Special ops are certainly there. It's a very, 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 very volatile situation going on right now. And our speakers, of course, will be amazing in our webinar. Russ Dizdar. The Russ Dizdar interviews I did are incredible. The Dr. Lester Sumrall visions are incredible. Brandon Biggs will blow your mind. Matter of fact, do I have some I can play right now of Brandon Biggs? Am I capable of? What is that? Is that it? Or is this it? It's tough to figure out what's what.
We're going to see of shaking in politics.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to shaking in the heavens.
Let me get rid of that.
He said you're going to see fearful sights will you see that will bring you to your knees.
Wow.
He said the 5 is we're going to see of shaking in politics.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to shaking in the heavens. He said you're going to see fearful sights will you see that will bring you to your knee.
Wow.
He said you're going to see these major asteroids. I've seen major asteroids hit by San Juan, Puerto Rico. And he told me, he said, Brandon, you're going to see major asteroids hit by San Juan, Puerto Rico in these areas, and they're going to hit it with a laser. He said this laser, he said they're going to use a laser weapon that's green.
Okay.
And he said when they hit this laser weapon, this asteroid, because it's traveling so fast, they won't be able to shoot it with any kind of missiles. But they have, he said there's lasers by the Gulf of Mexico that will hit this asteroid, and I saw it splitting it in half. Okay. Part of it disintegrates, part of it hits. And when it does, it creates a tsunami wave that goes inland. I can't forever. And all the islands are covered.
So this is an incredible, that's just a little bit of Brandon Biggs. I've got more clips I can share with you. I'm going to come back in a few minutes with more updates. We got 2 major situations developing. There's 3 people dead already in Haiti from massive landslides, and this thing is still 250 miles away from Port-au-Prince, Haiti. But the rain is pouring on Haiti. It's going to get as much as 20 inches of rain is going to fall on Haiti today, and 22 inches expected to fall in Jamaica, and as much as 12 inches of rain in the Dominican Republic. All 3 of those island nations are in the potential path of a direct hit of Hurricane Melissa. And then there's Cuba. If this thing goes north over Jamaica, then it will probably then just continue and slam into Cuba. And right now we're not talking about Cuba because there's a major threat that it could go either way. Dominican Republic, Haiti, or Jamaica. And all 3 of them island nations are going to suffer tremendous amounts of rain, flash flooding, and potentially, certainly landslides. And it's already happening in Haiti, landslides, at least 3 people dead. The death toll is expected to rise. This is already a killer storm, and it's not even a Category 1 yet. So there's a lot happening right now. I want you to stay focused on this. The webinar, pick up the phone. If you need to call to order your tickets, do it right now. Pick up the phone and call 765-414-2230 or call the second line. 2 lines are open, 765-414-6299. Order your tickets right now. Or easier is if you just go to my website and just order the ticket right there on the spot. Just go to www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. Order the ticket now so that we can send you your link at 6 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be incredible. Mike Around the World is incredible. He reveals his identity, not his name, but his identity, who he is. He tells his vision of the darkness of a major attack upon America. And here's what's really wild. Heidi was showing me, and we made a map. If you're a member of my Patreon channel, you can go right now and look at the map of where Mike Around the World saw America under attack. If you're a member of my Patreon channel, it's there for you right now because you're already a member. If you're not a member, you can go become a member. Okay. And that's real easy. Or if you don't want to become a member, but you just want to see the map, just go there and purchase the map. You can do that. And then you can have, you can see it. Now listen to this. Heidi was showing me this morning at 5 a.m. What? 5 in the morning? Yeah, 5 o'clock in the morning. She's bringing me a fresh cup of coffee and says, good morning. Here we go. Here's the map of Dimitri Duduman. Dimitri Duduman had a vision of darkness coming upon the land, of an attack upon America. And he saw the locations that were being hit. And we compared his map this morning to what Mike Around the World saw, and it's very similar. Very similar. Not the same, but it's very similar. And so here you have certainly the prophet Dimitri Duduman, who's been incredible prophecies. He's went on to be with the Lord. Then you have Mike Around the World seeing very similar, something very, very interesting what's happening. I'm going to let you guys go, let you go get your tickets. I'll be back at about 2 o'clock. Let me, or maybe sooner. It depends on more information. 2 major stories. We're about ready to go to war. And it's more than about the drugs, it looks like. And in Venezuela. And number 2, we have a massive hurricane scenario taking place in the same area in the Caribbean. I'll be back with more right here on the coming apocalypse.